Good evening, children. Today, I want to start chapter number 2, respiration. Okay. Respiration. Telugu medium పిల్లలు శ్వాసక్రియ అంటారు. Respiration, the energy producing system. దీన్ని ఏమంటారు? ద ఎనర్జీ ప్రొడ్యూసింగ్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే శక్తి విడుదలయ్యే క్రియ. శక్తి విడుదలయ్యే క్రియను శ్వాసక్రియ అంటారు. ఓకే, డెఫినేషన్. శ్వాసక్రియ డెఫినేషన్: oxidation of food material like carbohydrates and fats to produce energy and carbon dioxide is called respiration. Okay, everyone రాసుకునే వాళ్ళంటే రాసుకున్నాము. If anyone want to copy, you take the photo, you can take. Oxidation of food material like carbohydrates and fats to produce energy and carbon dioxide is called respiration. Definition, respiration definition. Shall I have? Okay. Respiration. Inhale of air, exhale of air is called respiration. Okay. Inhale అంటే తెలుగు మీడియం పిల్లలు శ్వాసక్రియ నిశ్వాస ఉచ్ఛ్వాస దశలను కలిపి శ్వాసక్రియ అంటారు. What is respiration? Inhale of air and exhale of air is called respiration. Okay. Commonly, all animals, all organisms from multicellular you can see respiration in multicellular organisms. And same time we can see in unicellular organism. Multicellular means which organism made up of more than one cell. Such type of respiration we can see in multicellular organism. Unicellular means single cell. Uni means in single cell. In single cell organism also we can see the respiration. Different types of respiration. Okay, we can learn further. Next, in multicellular organism, commonly in human being, best example, events, steps we can see in their respiration. Steps in respiration. First step, breathing. Breathing, we are taking air, Air enter into where? From by breathing, it enter into lungs. Okay, where? Through nasal cavity, enter into lungs. Gaseous exchange. Exchange in lungs. Gaseous exchange in lungs. After exchange, where it is occurred? In alveoli. After that, transport to blood. Transport to blood. Transport by blood. Okay. First, breathing. We are taking air. Air enter into lungs. Here, inside the lungs, exchange of gases in alveoli. Then enter into blood. Transport by blood. It reach to the tissue. It reach to tissue level. It reach to the tissue. After tissue, it enter into cell. In between cells, tissue means group of cells. Tissue nothing but group of cells. Tissue nothing but group of cells. Here inside the cell, exchange of gases, that is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration means, once again listen children, first we are taking breathing, air enter into lungs. Inside the lungs, exchange of gases. After exchange, transport by blood. Through blood, they reach to the tissue. Tissue nothing but group of cells. Inside the cells, exchange of gases. Okay, that oxygen gas enter into cell. From cell to carbon dioxide enter into blood. That is exchange of gases occurred in cellular level. That type of respiration is called cellular respiration. Okay, children? Now one activity it is there, breathing activity. Breathing activity. Very, very important. Just simple, you take a 2 test tube, 1. You take a 2 glass test tube. In 1 test tube, you fill with water. 1 test tube, half of the test tube you fill with water. Another test tube, half of the test tube you fill with lime water. This is lime water. You take a 2 test tube. 1 test tube, in 1 test tube you take water. In another test tube you take lime water. Lime water అంటే సున్నపు నీళ్ళు తెలుగు మీడియం పిల్లలు. నీరు సున్నపు నీరు. In that you close with 2-hole rubber stopper. 2-hole rubber stopper, 1 hole another. Here also close with 2-hole rubber stopper. In 1 hole, arrange 1 straw or 1 tube. Both straws both straws you keep in your mouth. Keep in your mouth. Exhale of air Exhale means release air equal both at a time. Here, through this tube, air entered, exhale, air entered. Here also, exhale, air entered. After enter the air, that air mix with water and same time air mix with lime water. After few minutes, you can observe the difference between in water test tube, in one test tube and another test tube. Which is contained water, there is no change. There is no change. There is no change. In lime water contained test tube, change into lime water, change into milky white in color. Milky white in color. Okay, here there is no change in one test tube. Which test tube contain water, there is no change. In which test tube contains lime water, they change milky white in color. That lime water change into milky white in color. By this activity, we prove that the exhale of air release carbon dioxide. Why? Because carbon dioxide combined with lime water, the lime water change into milky white in color. By this experiment, we prove that exhale of air contains carbon dioxide. తెలుగు మీడియం పిల్లలు వినండమ్మా. రెండు పరీక్ష నాళికలు తీసుకొని ఒక పరీక్ష నాళికను సగం వరకు నీటితో నింపాలి, మరొక పరీక్ష నాళికను సగం వరకు సున్నపు నీటితో నింపండి. రెండింటికి 2 హోల్ రబ్బర్ స్టాప్ను బిగించి వాటిలో ఒక దాంట్లో స్ట్రాను ఉంచండి. రెండిట్లో ఈ రెండు స్ట్రాల చివరి భాగాలు నోటిలో పెట్టుకొని గాలిని వదిలినప్పుడు ఏమి జరుగుతుందో ఇక్కడ చర్యను చూద్దాం. మనం గాలి వదిలినప్పుడు గాలి ద్వారా కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ అనేది విడుదల అవుతుంది అని నిరూపిద్దాం. గాలి ద్వారా మొదటి టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్ లో ఉన్న నీరు ఎలాంటి మార్పు అనేది చూడలేదు. రెండవ టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్ దేనిలో అయితే లైమ్ వాటర్ ఉంటుందో సున్నపు నీరు, ఆ సున్నపు నీరు అనేది మిల్కీ వైట్ ఇన్ కలర్ అంటే పాలలాగా మార్పు చెందింది. ఈ చర్య ద్వారా బ్రీతింగ్ అనే ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ ద్వారా, ఈ ప్రక్రియ ద్వారా, ఈ పరీక్ష ద్వారా మనము విడిచే గాలిలో కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ శాతం ఎక్కువ ఉండడం వల్ల లైమ్ వాటర్ అంటే సున్నపు నీరు అనేది పాల వలె మారింది అని నిరూపించబడింది. ఎస్ చిల్డ్రన్? ఓకే. Next topic, pathway of air. Pathway of air. Very important. They are asking 4 marks question, 2 marks question. Chances it is there for 4 marks or 2 marks. ఈ pathway అంటే శ్వాస వాయువు ప్రయాణించే పద్ధతిని pathway అంటారు. ఇది డయాగ్రామ్ ద్వారా మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నాము. First part, nostril, nostril, nostril to air enter into nasal cavity is the next part. Nasal cavity, nasal cavity. Here, arrow mark both sides. Why? Because exhale of air, inhale of air. Arrow mark compulsory you can give two direction. Why? Because inhale of air we are taking, exhale of air. Both we can see in this diagram. That's why must and should be you draw arrow mark both direction. Only one direction. For example, you are writing like this means wrong, complete wrong. You get 0 marks. Compulsory you write two sides arrow mark. Next one, from here to air enter into pharynx. This is called pharynx area. Next, nasal cavity to air enter into pharynx. Pharynx to air enter into here. Next, from here to air enter into, from here to air coming towards this side. Okay, foot going towards this side. Here, common passage chamber pharynx. From here to air enter into this area. Here, vocal cords are present. One pair of vocal cords are present. This area is called larynx. Larynx. Pharynx to air enter into larynx. Larynx to air enter into, this is commonly this area is called trachea. Trachea. Just we can touch here, we can get some rings like structure is called trachea. Okay, everyone you can touch here. This area we get rings like structure is called trachea. Trachea to air enter into bronchi. This is air enter into bronchi. This area bronchi. This is trachea. This area is called bronchi. Again, this bronchi divide into one bronchi connect into lungs. Okay, this is called bronchioles. Small. Okay, next enter into bronchioles. Bronchioles. Each bronchiole, this is called small tubular structures. It divides into small tubular structure is called bronchioles. Each bronchiole connect into small sac-like structures. Small sac-like structures. It is called alveoli. This is called bronchiole to air enter into alveoli. Okay, last today. Okay. Enter into alveoli. This is alveoli. Here, thin number of blood vessels are present underneath of the alveoli. Alveoli to air enter into blood. Okay, first listen number. Nostrils to air enter into nasal cavity. Nasal cavity to pharynx. Pharynx to larynx. Trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, blood. Okay, but in board exam, they are asking for 4 marks. You write the pathway and each and every part you can explain. And if they are asking 2 marks, just you write pathway up to blood. 2 marks. Okay, now I want to explain for 4 marks question. First one, nostrils. You see, this is nostrils. One pair of nostrils open into nasal cavity. This is nasal cavity. Nostrils. In nostrils covered with mucous membrane, thin hairs are present. They stop the dust particles. From there to enter into nasal cavity. Nasal cavity open into internal nares. Here, one flap-like structure is present, plate-like structure. Nasal cavity separated by oral cavity, that is called pellet. Nasal cavity open, air, it should not enter into mouth. So, one pellet-like structure is present, that is called flap-like structure is called pellet. From there to air enter into pharynx. Pharynx is the common passage chamber for food and air. Pharynx is a common passage chamber for food and air. Next, in air, enter into trachea. Sorry, larynx. Larynx is also called as voice box. Voice box. Larynx is also called as voice box. Why? Because in larynx area, one pair of vocal cords are present. Exhale of air pass on vocal cords. They vibrate. Vocal cords will vibrate, produce the sound. Then we can speak, we can sing because of larynx. Next one. Then enter into trachea. You see, touch to this area, neck area, you get ring shape. Rings like bones. It is made up of cartilage bones. Trachea is also called as windpipe. Windpipe. These are all common names, Amma. No need to write. Just listen. Larynx is also called as voice box. Trachea is also called as windpipe. Windpipe means from nostrils to nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx to air enter into lungs through the trachea. Trachea made up of C-shaped cartilage bones. C-shaped cartilage bones. Trachea made up of C-shaped cartilage bones. They prevent. What is the main function of C-shaped bones? They prevent closing, collapsing of trachea. What is the main importance of C-shaped cartilage bones? You touch here, it is made up of cartilage bones, soft ring-like, letter C shape. Okay, the C-shaped cartilage bones, they prevent closing, collapsing of trachea. From trachea to air enter into bronchi. Here you see, they divide into two. Each bronchi, one open into right lung, another one open into left lung. Both divide, one right, one left lung, bronchi. Again, bronchi enter into lungs, they divide into small tubular structures is called bronchioles. Inside the lungs, each bronchi Again divided into small tubular structure. Large number of tubes are called bronchioles. Each bronchiole connect into sac-like structure is called alveoli. Like this. Grape bunch like. In your textbook it is there. Grape bunch like. It is called bronchiole. It is called alveoli. Basic structural functional unit of lungs is called alveoli. What is alveoli? One more question they are asking. What is alveoli? Basic structural functional unit of lungs is called alveoli. Why? Because this is a basic one. Here, exchange of gases. Here, for example, this is a blood vessel. Blood capillary, blood pass here. By diffusion process, exchange of gases. From here, air, when we are taking air, oxygen enter into blood. High amount of carbon dioxide from blood to enter into alveoli. Here, exchange of gases, I explain it tomorrow, means next class. Okay, main exchange of gases in alveoli. That's why alveoli, it is the basic structural functional unit of kidney. Each lungs contains approximately 2000 alveoli. Okay, children. Then here exchange of gases and enter into blood. Okay, from alveoli exchange such gas enter into blood. Okay, you write in board exam with neat with the help of diagram. With one first you write the flow chart, means pathway. After writing pathway, each one with side heading 2 to 3 points you write, you get 4 marks. Okay, children. If you want to take photo, you can take. Okay, children. Okay, next topic, epiglottis. Epiglottis. And passage of air. Epiglottis and passage of air. Okay, listen children, with the diagram I want to explain. Okay, here just now I explained nostrils, nostril to air enter into nasal cavity, nasal cavity to air enter into common passage chamber. From here to air, from here to food. Food pipe, air pipe, connecting chamber is called pharynx. Okay, from pharynx to the divide. This is called air pipe. Air pipe is also called trachea. Air pipe. From here to air enter into towards this side. Okay, food. From here to food enter into this side. This is called food pipe. It is called esophagus. Esophagus. Esophagus nothing but food pipe. Trachea nothing but air pipe. This area, common passage chamber, this total area, it is called pharynx area. This area is called pharynx. Here, one structure is present. It is a flap-like structure. Flap-like structure is called epiglottis. Epiglottis. It is a flap-like structure, closing and opening. Where it is present? It is present on glottis. This area is called glottis. Okay, this area glottis is present. Above the glottis, one flap-like structure is present. It is called the glottis. What is the function of epiglottis? Like this. For example, here this is a common passage chamber, means lid-like structure, flap-like structure, opening and closing. Opening and closing. What is the main function? From here to air, it should not enter into foot pipe. Food, it should not enter into air pipe. The prevent. What is the main function of epiglottis? Food, it should not enter into air pipe. Air, it should not enter into food pipe. That's why our elders saying, everyone saying, when you are taking food, without noise, without talking, you can take the food. If you are talking, air, exhale of air, then here food, both choke or block in this area. Maybe sometimes food come out through the nasal cavity. మామూలుగా తెలుగు మీడియం పిల్లలు అయితే మీకు తెలుస్తుంది, అన్నం తినేటప్పుడు పెద్దలు మాట్లాడొద్దని చెప్తారు. ఎందుకంటే ఇది అన్నవాహిక, ఇది శ్వాసవాహిక, ఇది శ్వాసవాహిక. ఇక్కడ ఒక ఎపిగ్లాటిస్ అనే నిర్మాణం ఉంటుంది. అన్నవాహిక నుంచి వచ్చిన, నోటి నుంచి వచ్చిన ఆహారాన్ని శ్వాసవాహికలోకి వెళ్ళకుండా ఆపుతుంది. నాసల్ క్యావిటీ అంటే నాసికా రంధ్రాల ద్వారా వచ్చిన గాలిని అన్నవాహికలోకి వెళ్ళకుండా ఆపే నిర్మాణాన్ని ఎపిగ్లాటిస్ అంటారు. అందుకే మన పెద్దలు చెప్తారు అన్నం తినేటప్పుడు మాట్లాడొద్దు అని. మనం మాట్లాడమంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి గాలి అనేది, ఊపిరితిత్తుల నుంచి గాలి ఇక్కడ ఏముంటాయి, వోకల్ కార్డ్స్, స్వరకోశాల మీదుగా ప్రయాణించినప్పుడు శబ్దం వస్తుంది. ఈ గాలి బయటకు వచ్చినప్పుడు చాలా పీడనం, విత్ మోర్ ప్రెషర్ ఇట్ కమ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. హియర్ సపోజ్ యు ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఫుడ్, మీరు అన్నం తింటున్నారు. ఈ గాలి పీడనంతో ఆహారం అనేది మీ ముక్కుల రంధ్రాల ద్వారా బయటకు వస్తుంది. దాన్నే మన పెద్దలు సరం తప్పింది అంటారు. అందుకని దయచేసి అన్నం తినేటప్పుడు పిల్లలు ఎప్పుడూ మాట్లాడవద్దు. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ప్రాణం పోయే అవకాశాలు ఉంటుంది. Once again listen, English medium pillar, English medium chillers. Epiglottis, it is a flap-like structure, muscular flap-like structure. They prevent food, it should not enter into air pipe. Air, it should not enter into food pipe. They prevent. That is the main function of epiglottis and passage of air. Okay, children? Mechanism of respiration in human beings. Mechanism of respiration in human beings. Okay, mechanism of respiration in human beings. You know very well, everyone. Just you hold your two hands on chest. Just you hold two hands on chest. You inhale, శ్వాసను తీసుకోండి. How you are feeling? Chest expand. మన చెస్ట్ అనేది పెరుగుతుంది, ఛాతి పరిమాణం అనేది పెరుగుతుంది. ఒకసారి చూడండి అమ్మా. యూ క్యాన్ టూ హ్యాండ్స్, రెండు చేతులు మీ ఛాతి పైన పెట్టి శ్వాసని పీల్చండి. ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం పిల్లలు, యువర్ టూ హ్యాండ్స్ కీప్ ఆన్ యువర్ చెస్ట్ క్యావిటీ, ఇన్హేల్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్. హౌ వాట్ యు ఆర్ ఫీలింగ్? ఏం గుర్తించారు అంటే మన ఉదర చెస్ట్, ఓకే, క్యావిటీ ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. Why? Because we are taking excess of air. Then expand the chest cavity. Why? What is the reason? That air enter into lungs. Lungs will expand. Okay. Now you see mechanism with the diagram. This is called trachea. Trachea divided into bronchi, each bronchi connecting to one lung, right bronchi connecting to right lung, left bronchi connecting to left lung. Okay, now I want to explain small information about lungs. Right lung slightly larger than the left lung. Lungs covered with a thin membrane is called pleura or pleural membrane. This membrane name is called pleura. In between two membranes, fluid is present. That fluid name is called pleural fluid. Okay, here also lungs covered with thin membrane is called pleural membrane. Each lungs covered with pleural membrane. Okay, in between two lungs, one fluid is present. In between two pleural membrane filled with one fluid. The fluid name is called pleural fluid. It protects the lungs from mechanical shocks and physical shocks. Below the two lungs, one structure is present, a very important role in respiration. That structure name is called diaphragm. Okay, this is called diaphragm. Diaphragm. Diaphragm, important role in human respiration. Here, rib cage. Same, this side also ribs. Both sides lungs protected by ribs. Back side lungs protected by backbone or vertebral column. Here, in between two lungs, heart is present. In between two lungs, heart is present. Okay, lungs, one pair of lungs located in the chest cavity. Right lung slightly larger than the left lung. Okay, next one, below the two lungs, one structure is present that is called a diaphragm. Very, very important. It is take main key role in human respiration. And both sides lungs protected by rib cage, back side is protected by vertebral column. Here, this both sides ribs attached to the sternum. In between two lungs, heart is present. It is related to circulatory system. Now, mechanism of respiration in human beings. Inhale of air, when you are taking air, inhale of air. When taking of air is called inhalation. Okay, this diaphragm goes to down. Actually, what is the shape? Dome shape. But diaphragm become flat. Diaphragm become flat. It like this. Diaphragm become flat. Why? Because rushly air enter into lungs. Lungs will expand. It is elastic in nature. Both lungs made up of elastic in nature. Both lungs will expand. Large amount of air rushly enter into lungs. Ribs will expand, and same time diaphragm goes to down. Like this dome shaped diaphragm, it is flat. Okay, children? That is called inhalation or inspiration. Next one, exhale of air. Exhale means breathe out. Air coming outside from lungs. Then diaphragm goes to same position. First position, what is the dome position? Then these muscles and diaphragm, your ribs also contract. Why? Because lungs are elastic in nature. Then, like a balloon, when air is present, balloon expand. Air is absent in balloon, it goes to their original position. Like that, our lungs also same function. Then what happened? Lung size will decrease. Diaphragm, flatter diaphragm, it goes to their original position, dome shape, and ribs also original position. Okay, then air coming outside. This is the mechanism. When air coming outside, this is called expiration, exhalation. So, how they can expand these ribs? Yes, children. In between two ribs, skin is present. Okay, skin is present. In between two ribs, skin is present. When expand, skin expand. It goes to their original position, same position. That is a mechanism in two stages. Inhalation, inspiration of air is called inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation means taking up air. Exhalation means leaving up air. Okay, what is the main important role? Diaphragm and ribs. Okay, and especially diaphragm in dome shape. When we are taking up air, diaphragm become flat. When exhale of air, diaphragm it goes to their original position. ఓకే, తెలుగు మీడియం పిల్లలు వినండమ్మా. శ్వాసక్రియ రెండు విధాలు, నిశ్వాస, ఉచ్ఛ్వాస. గాలిని మనం తీసుకున్నప్పుడు గాలి తిత్తులు, ఊపిరితిత్తులు అనేటి ఎలాస్టిక్ నేచర్ ఉండడం వల్ల అవి వాటి పరిమాణంలో పెరుగుతాయి. పెరిగినప్పుడు ఈ డయాఫ్రామ్ అనేది కిందికి వస్తుంది, ఫ్లాట్ గా అవుతుంది. మళ్ళా ఎగ్జాలేషన్, ఎప్పుడైతే మనం గాలిని విడుస్తామో ఓకే, అప్పుడు డయాఫ్రామ్ అనేది తన యొక్క డూమ్ షేప్ కి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది, మర్డ్ పొజిషన్. అలాగే లంగ్స్ అనేటి ఊపిరితిత్తులు వాటి యొక్క స్థితికి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. దీన్ని ఉచ్ఛ్వాస నిశ్వాస అంటారు. శ్వాసక్రియ రెండు విధాలు, ఉచ్ఛ్వాస నిశ్వాస. ఇన్హాలేషన్, ఎగ్జాలేషన్. Inhalation means taking of air. Exhalation means leaving of air. Okay, children? Okay, children, up to here, any doubt? You can ask in chat box. If any doubt, you can ask them. Okay, children. Thank you. Thank you.